The series begins with the Lin, who are waiting for Uber in front of the company. She notices that he is late, so she calls him and jokes. She knows that she will give him a terrible rating. She knows that he has been waiting for her since early in the morning and that he is riding in a black car. She looks for the car and notices a car with the same specifications. When she goes to ride, she finds a person inside. She gives the driver a thumbs up, and they know that she requested an Uber for herself, not a subscription with them. Anyway, everything is fine, but he was late a little bit. Excuse me. He notices that she is crazy, so he cuts her words off. The driver becomes nervous from everything that is happening, but his manager looks at him and signals to him to go. Let's get rid of this disaster that we have. Deet knows that if he gets her there quickly, it won't lower his rating. Also, I will give you tips. Deet is surprised how the person with him is silent, and then a call comes from the person who, at Lin, rode with him, his friend. Why did he walk and leave him? He was supposed to come to take him. He said to him, "What did you say? Spare yourself in any taxi and come here." He hung up on him, and Bella, our friend, asked him, "Where have I seen you before?" He said to her, "Are there still women who say they hit on men the old-fashioned way?" Bella was unlucky enough to embarrass her. He said to her, "I am the one who feels that I have seen you before." But she said to him, "Of course you have seen me. I am a famous star. Haven't you seen my last work? I was acting in the best supporting role in the world. But I must tell you, the role was very popular with people. I also have 3,000 followers on my account. Subscribe to me, my dear viewer. The moon is telling me, I am the one who brought a headache on myself. I'm really telling you, what? I'm not into social media at all, and I was wrong to ask you, not even in TV series." He cut off. Their talk is like a call to Lin to let her know that it is the Uber, and he is waiting for her, and he does not know if she will get off or not, madam. Lin feels embarrassed and knows that she got in the wrong one, and when she asks if it is a taxi, he tells her that it is not a taxi at all, and she asks him to drop her off somewhere, and she will take action. But the person she is riding with is a gentleman and tells her there is no need for you to get off anyway. We are going to the same place, and it will be a hotel, so they will drop you off on our way. So she gives him her way in her way of speaking, and thanks him for dropping her off, and that he means that it was her time now that she was late for the audition, and she is bowing to him like this, and bumping into him, and then he drops off the person who was supposed to ride with our hero, and he understands wrongly, and she tells him she did not want me to ride with you, so she can ride with that girl, meaning, but our hero knows that she rode with him by mistake, and that she was difficult for him, so he decided their cousin will take her. And let's go back to our heroine. When she goes to the audition, the person who was supposed to ride instead of her is named Chu, and he is very jealous of her, and keeps asking her to play difficult roles. And the shock is that our heroine turns out to be a real actress, fearless, and does everything in her power, and everyone is amazed by her, even Chu, meaning he knows that she could be a candidate for the role. And when the auditions are over, she keeps thinking why Chu was doing this, even though it was the first time she saw him. Then she gets a call from her friend that cuts off her train of thought and tells her that they have chosen the heroine for the role, and she is still going to be happy. She says to her, "No, it's not you." She gets upset at all because everyone liked her acting, and despite that, she is not the one who won, and she keeps repeating not caring, and goes to other auditions after that. She keeps going to her lover's house to rest a little and tell him what happened that day, but the shock is greater when she discovers that there is a girl in his house, and the biggest shock is when she sees her and finds out that she is her close friend, and she is still talking, and her friend knows that her lover wanted to leave her. "I didn't take him from you. You are the only one who didn't care about him. She knows that you are a boring person. He was attached to you because he pities you, nothing more." So she says to her, "Okay, my love, keep him for yourself. I don't want him anyway." She walks and is upset and angry completely. She keeps arguing with everyone around her. She is clearly affected by his betrayal to the point that she faints while walking. When she goes to the hospital, they do a test for her, and it shows that she has cancer, and that if she doesn't find someone to donate part of her bone marrow, she will die. So she keeps crying over the condition she has reached. The whole world has turned against her. But the next day, she keeps repeating that she doesn't give up. She goes to the largest medical center in China, and by chance, the hero is visiting his grandmother in the same center. His grandmother talks to them about them, and that she wants to see him, but our hero tells her that he is not interested, and he has forgotten her since she abandoned him. So he gets upset and quickly decides the matter, and asks about his girlfriend Tran, and if he will marry her. They find out that she is about to return from her trip. He tells her, "Teta, Tran is like my sister exactly," so she asks him to look for another girl to marry. "Don't you see how tired I am, and that I am about to die? My son, I want to carry my grandchildren. I want you. Just tell me any girl like that, and I will marry her to you. When the hero notices that his grandmother is excited, he tells her that he will introduce her to his girlfriend as soon as possible. At the same time, Lena is with the doctor, who tells her that she needs to have a bone marrow transplant as soon as possible, but no one will donate to her, so I am forced to give her chemotherapy and painkillers to calm the nerves in her body. Lena collapses, and they find out that her hair will fall out and her acting career will collapse. Thus, my entire dream will be destroyed. So, Dr. Youssef meets him and finds out that there is a person whose bone marrow is a match for her, but he is not ready to donate bone marrow now, so she tries to find out his name to convince him, but he tells her that the information is confidential. However, the nurse interrupts him when she asks the doctor to go with her, so she waits for the opportunity and searches through his files and finds out that this person's name is Ling, and by chance, it turns out that he is the same person. She decides to search for him and find out more information. She finds out that he is the director of a big company and that he is rich. Suddenly, Vivi, her friend, reaches her and tells her that the news of her lover's betrayal has spread, so she gives him a gift and is appointed by Vivi out of her coldness, but she finds her still searching for our hero, so she gives him a gift. He is the friend of the actor I admire. She tells her, "How can I reach him?" When Vivi refuses to help her, Ling tells her that she has cancer and that the only person who can help her is him. Here, her friend feels remorseful and knows that she is ready to do anything to reach him. They know that he will be at the gym on Wednesday, and they decide that they will go to him, and they keep looking for him. They are afraid that he did not come, but they see his condition, and it is taken to us that he is present. Her friend pretends that she is injured and asks the driver for help. Our heroine takes advantage of the opportunity and runs away quickly to meet him. As soon as she sees him, she starts to drag herself with him. She thanks him for taking her last ride. The hero is surprised by her and asks what she wants. She tells him, "I found out that I have cancer, and no one can help me except you, and that you must donate your bone marrow to me." But of course, he refuses, and knows that he does not know her in the first place to help her. She tries to change his mind and asks him to get to know each other, but he is not interested at all. She stays behind her and knows that if he does this service for her, she will remain grateful to him for the rest of her life. So he tells her that he will not benefit anything from, and behind her, she says to him, "I will do anything you want, and I agree only. And look, if you don't help me, I will think about killing myself." And she throws herself in the pool, like this. And you know that. She doesn't know how to swim at all. And if I die, you will be the reason he gets worried for her and goes down quickly to catch up with her. But he knows that she is pretending more, so he leaves her and walks. But when she stays behind, he still continues to ignore her. But she doesn't give up. She keeps waiting outside the company. As soon as he comes out, she runs to him, and he notices that she was standing all day, and he finally decides to give her a chance, and she is still praising him and telling him how much of a good person he is, and she finds him saying to her, "It is not free, my dear. I will take something in return for the service." She tells him, "I give it to you, but my eyes give it to you." He tells her, "Okay, we are getting married." She is shocked and says to him, "No, not to that extent. You must be joking, right?" She is joking, and these topics are not jokes. He tells her, "By God, I'm not joking, my dear." She is surprised and asks him, "Why do you want to marry me? All the girls are supposed to die for you." He tells him that he is busy looking for girls, and that in return for his donation, he will marry her, and that way they will be even. He asks her to take her time and think at her ease. He gives her his number so she can reply to him. When she goes and tells Fifi this, he makes her know that this is her chance, and she must seize it. She takes the number and calls him. When he answers, she tells Lynn that she has thought about it and wants to meet him. He asks her to actually meet him. When she goes to him, she sees that at this time, she is cooking. He asks her, "What did you come here to do, my dear?" She offers to meet someone, but they do not want to let her in. "For God's sake, take me with you. No one will say no to you." He tells her, "This is a jewelry showroom, and they will definitely not let you in, you peasant." He refuses to help her, and he knows that he is not okay at all, and every time he sees her face, he gets more upset, and she tells him the same feeling really. Glory be to God. And here suddenly, our hero arrives, and the hero's assistant comes to her and enters, and when she goes and meets Ling, she is ready to know her decision, but he refuses to listen to her at all, and tells her that he wants her first, meaning she prepares herself anyway, because she will go with him to the exhibition, and you are the one who will be my company. So Lin smiles at his words and goes to put on the dress, and he reminds Ling of her and how beautiful she is. So he gives her an expensive necklace from what is on display in the exhibition, and Lin prepares the party with it, and he reminds everyone of her beauty while she is looking at the jewelry and finds her ex-boyfriend and her traitorous friend with her, and she tries to escape from them, but they do not leave him, and they start to bother her, so she tries to ignore them and walk. But her pig friend sees the necklace that she is wearing and flirts and asks her lover that he brings it to her. Then she goes to Toot and asks who they are. She gives it to her traitorous friend. Then her pig lover takes out the chain that Date is wearing and asks her to take it off, just to annoy her. Ling says to him, "Are you sure you have the eighth of the chain?" He thinks so and says, "Shame on you. How much do you mean?" "I bought it," he says, "for $50 million. He is shocked by the amount, and they learn that if he does not pay the price of the necklace within 2 days, he will be imprisoned. When he learns that there is a prison sentence for them, "Okay, my dear," but the hero asks him that he must apologize to Lin first. White tries to apologize to her, and he and his lover as well. After that, he leaves him and walks. The heroine follows him and thanks him for helping her and taking care of her. They learn that she wants to talk to him about their marriage, and they learn that she will not be able to marry him because she believes that marriage must be between two people who love each other. So he tells her that he is not Biaman is in love and wants to marry anyone, and she is trying to avoid him. He tells her that they are both suitable and asks her to take her home. When she agrees, on their way home, her grandmother calls. The hero asks her to answer. The grandmother hears the voice and thinks that this is his girlfriend. She tells her to bring the guy next to you and come to me quickly. As soon as they arrive at the hospital, Ling's grandmother sees her and is very happy with her. The nurse comes and asks Lin to go with her. Lin is afraid that something is wrong, but she tells her that Ling feels that she is not well and wants to reassure herself. She loves Tamayam even more. When she goes out, they find out that she agrees, on the condition that their marriage remains secret for 2 years. He agrees, of course, and the next day, he goes to document their marriage. After they finish, Ling prepares everything for his operation. 2 months pass, and we find out that Ling will give birth to Ra for our heroine in the marrow. He did his part, and the rest of her role is to fulfill her promise and go live with him. She goes and takes her things from her friend. We go together. When Chu goes to meet Ron at the airport, she is returning from traveling and is upset because Ling did not come to meet her. He tells her that he is busy, and when she asks him if there is a girl in his life, he tells her, "Ling and a girl." You idiot, you know that he gets embarrassed by flies on his face. You know that it looks like she will be in for a shock. A shock, dear viewer, nothing more. Let's go. When Lin arrives at Ling's house, the maid takes her to her room. She finds Ling's clothes in the room. She is surprised and says to him, "What is this? Is he going to sleep with me? I guess I went in and this is wrong." But suddenly, Ling comes out of the bathroom and knows that they will sleep together so that the maid does not suspect her. Their conversation reaches Ron, and she sees them together. She explodes and misunderstands, but Ling doesn't care about her at all. He asks her to wait for him underneath, and he takes Lin like this and gets down. So Ran asks him why he didn't come to the airport. He tells her that he's busy. When Cho tries to harass Lin like this, Ran enters and tells him not to do that because this is Ling's friend, and I'm sure he'll be upset. He tells her, "No, she's not my friend. She's my wife, dear," and she imagines Ran being shocked by this. His words and I feel sad about how Ling got engaged, and she imagines that Rayan is trying to make things easy for her, and he knows that Lin is sure to have deceived him all of this to get married, meaning that Ling is having fun with her. Nothing more than that Lin goes with us when she is angry with Ling, and you know that she does not want to announce their marriage, and that they have been like this for only 2 years, so there is no need for confusion. And this will make my grandmother believe our books more, meaning, and hide. Quickly, on the second day, when she goes to Lin, her agency is looking for auditions for a woman she wants. She is looking for any new job for her. Her manager tells her that there is no available role, and that they are focusing on famous actors. But suddenly, our heroine knows that an important event is going to happen, and she keeps trying to know who is responsible for it, and gets close to him so that he can take her to act in it. The next day, when she goes to us to submit her acting assignments, Ling decides to take her, and on their way there, he gives her a ring, but Ling refuses, and says that she is afraid that the journalists will publish news and rumors about her, that they are married. So he tells her that he has no objection. "My daughter, I am ready for our marriage, if you are ready in the first place." But she prefers to be happy rather than refuse. So our friend tells her, "I will make your decision. Wear the ring. Are we friends, or what?" Suddenly, the manager responsible for the event appears, and she wanted to go there to see who is in the car, because she is originally a fan of the hero, and she wanted to make sure if it was him or not. She is afraid of our hero hero. She sees them together and uses her luck to say that she really likes him. She then arrives at the company and arrives at the bathroom to fix her appearance. She hears talk about her manager, whose name is Yin. She confirms that she really likes the hero. She decides to take advantage of this opportunity, meaning that since she knows the hero, she can also go to the event and act in it. She goes to meet her and talks about our hero and how close they are to each other. She starts negotiating with her if this event takes her. The important thing is that it will help her get closer to our hero. The manager actually agrees, and the evil plan succeeds. After she returns home, she goes to search her room for information and what he likes, but she does not find anything. She sees a picture of the hero when he was young with a robot, so she concludes that he likes robots. When he arrives at Ling and looks in his room and asks her what she is doing, she says she is watching them. Actually, when I was here last time, I did not see her well. She will turn on me because I know that you are a liar. She will tell him the truth. She says to him, listen, honestly, she just wants to know some information about you and what you like. I want to know what you hate as well. So he tells her that he just loves his job, so she likes it boring. When she asks him if he knows what she likes, and the shock is that he tells her all the things she likes, she is shocked that he actually knows even the smallest details. The next day, she goes to the manager and finds out some information about the hero and that he likes robots. She tells her, okay, come on, your hand is in my hand, my dear. Let's go buy a robot and go to the hero's company. When he first sees the robot, he is shocked because he knows that the heroine was exploiting him, nothing more, to know what he likes. She gets upset. When the manager suggests it to him, the robot ignores him and walks away. She gives the manager a hard time and knows that she will not help and will remain an extra. Like this all her life, the hero hears it like this and gets angry and knows that he wronged the heroine and returns and finds out that he really loves robots and that he will also attend the party with her. So she loves him very much and knows that Lin will take her with her to the event. But Lin is annoyed because she upset Ling, so she is liking a tie like this and is about to buy it yet, but someone comes and takes it before her, so she can't stand it at all and goes to ask him to give it to her, meaning because she had a fight with her lover and he liked the gift, so this nice person agrees to give it to her and she is still going to pay him for it. But he refuses and leaves, and it is clear on him that he is really a good person, and our heroine can't believe that there are still men like this. If she had seen me, she wouldn't have said this in the time being, but oh well, never mind. When she goes home, she gives Ling the gift, apologizes to him, and asks him to forgive her. So F-Bai really hurt her, and they hug again. And on the second day, our heroine gets a call from Ran, asking her that they be equal with each other, since they are girls. And actually, the poor girl goes with her normally, and starts like this. Ran asks her about her relationship with Ling, so she knows that their relationship is good, and that he treats her well. Ran gets really upset, and jealousy is obvious on her. And when our heroine goes to her office to get ready, her manager tells her to give her a very expensive dress, and asks her to take care of it. But while she is talking to her friend, she gets confused, and the dress gets ruined. Her manager knows what happened and gets tired of her, and knows that this dress is expensive, and she won't be able to pay for it, even if she works her whole life, and starts to ruin her in front of Chu. So our heroine gets upset like this, but she doesn't give up, and tries to fix the dress. But suddenly, she finds that her friend Vivi calls her and tells her that she found a dress exactly like hers, and that she can take it. And when she goes, she meets her by writing a report that Vivi deceived her, and that Ling is the one who solved the problem and bought her a dress. When the problem of the dress is solved, and she is finally leaving, the event happens when her heel breaks, and it will be an unlucky day for her, and she does not appear on TV, as she imagined. When she goes home, Ling goes to help her, and treats her legs after they became deformed from walking too much incorrectly. And really, walking incorrectly is not anything else, but she is embarrassed by him. In the end, our hero tells her that she does not need to do all this to become famous, and that as soon as they announce their marriage, she will be completely paralyzed. She says, tell him, I am not willing to exploit you and your name. I mean, for my own interest. I want to become famous myself. The next day, the hero learns that there are rumors about him being engaged to the manager, and he is completely upset, so she offers to help him get rid of her in exchange for the price of the dress that he is happy in and bought. She says that she just needs him to publish an official statement on social media that they are not related. The shock is that he tells her that he does not have an account at all, and she advises him that all he does is that he is just working, and that's it. She She makes him create an account for himself, and within an hour, she refers to the account completely and appoints Lin from his popularity and that he is actually more famous than celebrities themselves. When she goes out for a walk, she finds a cute dog in front of her, so she tells her to keep it until she finds its owner. When she returns home with it, the maid tells her that the hero does not like animals because he has asthma and gets angry with them, so Lin calls him, but she decides to try to convince him. When he returns from the company, she starts to deal with him, showing how nice and cute she is. She tries to entice him to tell him to leave the dog. He says to her, "I am starting to fear you. Tell me what you are doing so that the world moves quickly and you can avoid the disaster that you got yourself into." She tells him, "No, by God, there is no disaster or anything. He is just a mere mortal, my love. You are my husband, and I do not have the right to pamper you." He tells her, "Finish what you want. Honestly, I want a dog." He refuses, of course, and comes to bring dogs to the house, but leaves and goes. When he wakes up the next day, he finds the dog sleeping on his bed. He gets scared and starts screaming like a girl. Lin comes to the sound and finds out that Ling knew that she brought a dog. He threatens her that if the dog does not walk, it will be thrown out by itself. Lin gives him a hard time and says to him, "If the dog walks, I will walk with it. Do you think I will leave it, or what? I mean, do I bring the women's rights activists? They cut you off, or have you forgotten?" She takes the dog and leaves and goes and says to him, "It's either you or me." Suddenly, she receives a call from someone who tells her that he is the owner of the dog. He leaves her and tells her that he is traveling and asks her to take care of the dog until he returns. We find out that this person is the same person who she met him in the clothing store, and he seems to be secretly ignoring her. We go to the hero, who keeps ignoring the heroine because he is upset with her because of the dog. She calls Vivi and asks her to help her, but Vivi, instead of helping her, keeps laughing at her and that their relationship is up to God and that they are like cats and mice. Suddenly, in the middle of their conversation, Lin receives a call from Ran telling her that she wants to go out with her. She agrees, but tells her that she has to bring her friend with her this time. When she goes to the appointment, she is shocked that Ran did not come and that only Chu is there. The two of them start to argue with each other until Chu suddenly gets very tired and runs outside. She takes his phone and thinks that he is joking, but it turns out that he is sick, so she helps him and tries to take them to a place where there are no people. She stays with him until she is able to help him, but their pictures spread on the news, and everyone keeps talking about them. At that time, the hero's assistant goes to him, and they find out that Chu and Lin are trapped in the cinema because of a lot of people around them. He gets shocked and runs to them, and quickly goes to help Choi. He decides to save him from the fans, and Lin quickly takes him, and they walk. On their way, they find the hero and ran in front of her. The hero takes her quickly and walks. It is clear that he started to love her, and thanks her for helping his friend from the fans. Our friend also takes the opportunity and asks Ling to allow her to keep the dog until its owner comes back and takes it. Our hero agrees and listens to her that she really keeps it. When our hero goes to the company, he keeps thinking about her all the time, but suddenly he receives a call from someone, and they know that Ran is sick in Beirut. He quickly sees her, but the first thing he does when he arrives is that Ran is fine, and that she made him a surprise for his birthday. At the same time, Lin is also preparing a party because her birthday and Ling's are on the same day, but she notices that he is late, so he got really fed up and thought that he forgot their birthday. We will go to our hero, who is teasing Ran that she tricked him and brought him in public like this, and he knows that he is not interested in the party and that he is celebrating with his wife, so he leaves her and Ran gets really upset, and she does not like Lin or herself, and she repeats that she must get rid of our heroine by any means, and she philosophizes about him, so he offers to help her. Our hero goes back home, and it turns out that the heroine is really upset and is eating the cake and looking at him like this and wants to eat him. So, Fabia took her out to get her a gift. They spend their beautiful time together, cheering and being happy. The next day, when Lin meets Vivi, she tells her about what happened and the end, and the hero finally got along well with each other. Suddenly, Ling appears like this and plays her drums for lunch. Really, the poor girl who, by God, her stories are completely presented to Fifi, meaning that she moves in and lives with them in the house, and the hero cannot refuse. But his manager notices that he is upset, so he tells Fifi that she goes and lives with him, and Fifi is happy because she admires him anyway. And suddenly, Lin receives a call from his manager, and she knows that she got a role in a TV series, and she finally became famous. When she gets back home, she waits for the person who will take his dog, but she notices that he is late. She calls him, and he knows that he can't come and take it today. He asks her to meet her the next day, but she keeps it secret and asks him to give her his address, and she will come to him himself to give him his dog. When she goes to him, he receives her in his house, and she gets tired of him and learns that his name is Nan, and she remembers that he is the person who helped him in the clothing store. When she notices that he is tired and sick, she asks him about his family. She realizes that they are all traveling. She keeps taking care of him and cooking for him and asks him to rest until she finishes the food. When Nan wakes up, he finds her preparing a lot of food for him and bringing him medicine and painkillers. He is pleased with her attention, and it becomes clear that he admires her. The next day, when our heroine goes to the filming location, the hero decides to take her with him himself and drops her off, and he prefers all the way to warn her about the men, and he knows that if she needs anything or someone bothers her, she should call him, and when he reassures her, he leaves and leaves. As soon as she arrives at the filming location, she finds Ran in front of her, and she knows that Ran is a handsome young man named Lou, and that he is her neighbor, and asks her if she needs anything to call Lou, and he will help her. She thanks our heroine and leaves, and he takes advantage of this and asks her if she is your friend. Why do you want to disgrace her? But the chameleon tells him to be quiet and do what she ordered him to do, and it becomes clear that she does not have good intentions. We go to our hero when he arrives at the company, and they tell his manager that something strange has been happening in the last few days. All the employees are resigning one after the other, so the hero is surprised and asks him to investigate the matter and search the companies around them if she is tempting him with more money. At the same time, our heroine is sitting reading the text to herself like this, so he comes to her if he prefers. He tries to force himself on her, but she tries to push him away and doesn't know how, and is unfortunately scared. But Cho enters at the last moment and takes her and leaves, meaning she deals with him again. But Lin doesn't care and goes out with him again. He actually bothers her again and comes here. She sees at the last moment and takes her back. He follows them and keeps filming them together to expose them. Then Cho calls Ling, and they find out that Lin is in danger and that someone is trying to get close to her. So the hero decides to go to her, and she is fooling around. He tells her that he came to protect her when he found out that someone is trying to hurt her. He actually takes her and leaves and spends their time together at the hotel. After the day ends, the hero goes out to the sound of a fight. He notices that a girl is being bullied by a gang. He goes and saves her from them. Our hero appears weak, but in reality, no one can be a ninja. Asad stands and holds them, crushing them. Our heroine finds it difficult for the girl, Date, and repeatedly helps her by making her her assistant to protect her from the gang. Date again. After that, she goes to the hotel to complete the filming, but as soon as she arrives, she finds Lou in front of her while he is walking. She wonders why he is walking. She asks him and where he is going. He tells her that the filming was canceled and that he is returning home. Our heroine is surprised by this, but suddenly she receives a call. She is shocked when she knows that the hero had an accident. She runs to the hospital to check on him and sees Ran in front of her like this. When she asks her about the hero's condition, she does not know. The doctor comes and finds out that he has a concussion. When she goes to the room to check on him, he does not recognize her at all. This is the shock, and it becomes clear that he really lost his memory. The heroine thinks he is joking, but here Chu arrives and begins to treat her like a maid. She is sure that he really lost his memory. Our hero's memory is in front of everyone present, and the vet is also shocked by him from the room and goes to the doctor, who tells her that the hero does not have any brain injuries, but he lost his memory and that his condition is rare, and our heroine does not believe what happened. But the doctor tells her that Hassan is lucky. He only forgot the last 2 years of his life, and maybe with time he will improve. The heroine tries to control her nerves, but unfortunately, it is still no use when she goes to the room to see him. She finds him naked, and she is eating him, and she is upset because he remembers Ran and forgot her. And when the hero tries to take care of him and take Ran's place, he refuses, and Ronnie knows that she will not stay away from him. The heroine changes and gets more upset. And of course, Ronnie the chameleon is happy because she finally got close to the hero, and our hero knows that our beloved that if they are really married, she should leave this period and stay away from him. And this is so that she does not interfere in his life. She gets angry, and she tells him that you are the one who forced me to get married in the first place. She leaves him. She walks while she is upset. And when Cho tries to intervene and tell him that you should not behave with Lin like that, Ran enters and says that he is sick and no one blames him. An opportunity has come to the warrior to get closer to him, and one day will come, and you will regret it now, my dear. Every time our heroine goes to her house, she repeatedly blames herself, but her friend Fifi comes to her. You know that she knew that Ling forgot her and was treating her badly. If I were in your place, this is my chance to take revenge revenge on him and divorce him and take all your rights. But our daughter Asila tells her that she has no intention of divorcing at all. And when you ask her about her problems, she says to her, "No, I will not go to my husband like this. I will stay with him, hoping to leave him to the burn." Date and Biban. It remains that our heroine has the spirit of not giving up. Our heroine remembers their memories together and calls and reveals that it is a promise his love. And when she actually goes to the hospital the next day, she finds a girl coming out of his room. And unfortunately, this girl was crying, asking him like this. And he gets angry at her, and he tells her that she has nothing to do with him. And they know that Rand told him that their relationship is superficial and that they are married for the sake of convenience and nothing more. So she doesn't care back. And they say that she is the only person who did it, and you must take care of him, even if you don't like this, and that she is more deserving than Ran, meaning because she is his wife. So the hero remains upset, and she suffers like this until she gets her way, and the hero knows that he wants to get up. And when he gets up like this, the chameleon enters at this time, and she feels that they have become close again. She tries to help him like this. She says to her, "No, my love, thank you. Your services are appreciated. I will take care of my husband. Hate the evil eye. I mean, look, you only have your work." But R talks to her in a slur and says to her, "It seems like you won't have time in the coming period with rumors. The rumors spread about you and Cho." And when she sees her, the agency manager calls her, and when she goes to her, she jokes and tells her that these rumors will destroy you and Cho as well, and she knows that they must disappear from the press in the coming period. Our heroine comes out and is upset and wishes that the hero was with her to listen to her, but she finds Nan in front of her, spending a lot of time with them, and thanks that she took care of him last time. When he asks her why she is upset, they know that her warlike friend wants to get close to her husband after she lost her memory, and that she is upset. So he tells her that the solution is very easy: make new memories with her, better than the last ones. He really likes the plan, and she tries to get close to the hero the next day, but our friend remains cold and does not give her a face. All her attempts fail, and she becomes frustrated until Cho comes and makes things easier for her. When he sees him and the hero so close to each other, he gets more upset, and Ran prefers. So she tells him there are rumors about them. You didn't know, or what? No, and what else? They say that they are in a relationship and go somewhere to take pictures alone. This is the trend in China. I won't tell you. After that, our heroine goes to talk to our hero. He keeps hinting to him that he feels that she is close to Cho. She tells him, "No, we are just friends." And she tells him that you are close to Rohan. He tells her that she is like his sister and enters the management here, which is easy at this time. She uses it and says, "Don't tell her that I am here." And the next day, our heroine is leaving the hospital. Our heroine goes to take him home, and when Ran enters, Shock stops her, giving her an opportunity to spend time with her. When he arrives home, Bella is with Ran and Choho. They play with the dog. He asks him where they got it from. She gives him a gift, or did you forget? But here, the warlike Ran intervenes and tells them that he hates animals and lies. Ling really hates her and tells her that he must get rid of this dog by any means. She tells him that if he leaves, I will go with him, and he does not believe her and says to her, "I wish," and she is shocked because he abandoned her so easily. She remains upset and thinks of a way to convince Ling to accept dogs again. When she goes to her company and meets Chu, she asks him for help. He keeps giving her some advice to get closer to the hero. When she applies it, the hero hates her more than before. So she calls Chu and insults him, saying, "Your advice is rubbish. It all failed, and the man hates me." He knows that he will give her the last piece of advice. Its name is from me. I am one. Look, I told you 10 years. The quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and if Ling cooked something good and he liked it, then his memories would definitely come back to him, and he would start loving her again. Our heroine loses hope from Sincerely Cho and his advice, and she goes to sleep, and at the same time, he keeps me thinking about her and the sweet moments that happened between them when he was in the hospital, and how she was trying to get close to him and stay by his side in any way. He feels this strange feeling towards her, and that he really loves her. But on the second day, our heroine repeats that she follows Cho's advice, and that's it. When there is no solution in front of her, she keeps cooking. She wakes up at dawn to cook for the hero. He has a lot of food, but our hero refuses to eat it all. She sits and begs him and tells him, "Well, your life, for the food that I made and the effort that I wasted, and God Almighty, I was very tired of it. He saw you for it, and he was early to taste it. I mean, the first time he eats it, he says to her, 'What's that, my daughter?' Our heroine says to him, 'You're making this excuse, my dear. You don't like everything, and you want to make me a grudge. I swear to God, I will bring out the grumpy soul inside me that tells her, 'But it's just you. Why are you giving me a headache? You're so so mean. I'm tasting and telling him, truly, you're right. Come on, man. Go see where you're going to work. I'm an animal. I got up at dawn to cook for you. I should have prayed anyway. The hero's manager comes and tells him about his schedule. Lin discovers that Ling's company is holding a celebrity race. She asks the hero to take her with him, but of course he refuses. She realizes that she has to depend on herself, and he will definitely accept. She goes and her agency takes advantage of Lin's love for Ling. She keeps praising her. Shouldn't I tell you? I see you and the hero in the wedding dress. You two are so suitable for each other. How is that possible? The manager, of course, as soon as she finds someone who entertains her, tells her to continue, continue. She repeats this repeatedly and takes her with her to the hero's company's race. When she returns home, she keeps teasing Ling like this, and they know that she will participate. The next day, when she goes to the race, she discovers that if she wins, she will be lifted. Finally, she says, "Okay, the victory and the gain are here. It is no longer my choice. It has become mandatory at any cost, my dear." But of course, the opposite happens, my dear viewer. No one cares about her, and Lin notices her and comes here. She smiles and continues here. How does he know that he came with Ron? She got fed up with him and changed completely. He starts to grill Febby to make her happy and takes from Ling like this. When Ling realizes that they are very close, he gets jealous too. He decides to leave the whole race and walk. Lin goes after him and writes that Ran is with him and that they will return home together. She hurts Ran like this with her words and tells her to keep her limits and think that Ling is a married man. Do you think I am a cheap heroine or what? I will turn you into a rug that everyone will step on. She returns to her friend, Vivi, her neck the size of a sesame. She says to her, I want to tell you something. The scorpion chameleon wants to get close to my husband and take him, and I don't know what to do with him. She advises Vivi not to don't give up. Don't give the scorpion a chance. Take advantage of the fact that they are sitting together at home and get close to him. Let's go back to our hero, who has an important meeting and suddenly finds Lin coming towards him and doing strange things. He takes her for granted and leaves the house. Lin is shocked by what he did. She doesn't know where to go until she remembers that Nan's house is near. She goes there and stays with him until she calms down and tells him what happened. Between the two of them, if she is not happy with Linga, she separates. The scorpion spirit inside him also starts to come out, but she tells him that she won't be able to because he saved her life. When she knows that it is too late, she walks quickly. When she arrives home, she discovers that the hero is waiting for her. She knows that she will leave the house, and you stay sitting like this, you lone. Cut yourself off alone, my dear. So he starts mocking her like this, and she is bored and gets angry at him. She tells him that he has changed and that she did everything, something to bring back his memories. But every time he distances himself from her more, our hero starts to bring up things like that and tells her that he doesn't hate her. She asks him and he loves her, right? But he doesn't answer her questions. Unluckily, she's tired, so Bia takes her room to rest. She takes the opportunity and talks to Nan. They find out that she knew how to deceive Ling and act on him. Our friend starts to walk in on her and knows that she was lying, and he gets annoyed. The next day, he continues to ignore her completely. What annoys her more is that Rune is the one who comes like that and starts to get close to Ling. Our poor heroine goes and meets Cho and keeps tricking him into marrying Ran and making her stay away from her husband, but Cho refuses, of course. There is someone watching them and taking pictures of her. He shows these pictures to Cho's father. When our heroine returns home, she finds out that the chameleon has made a drink especially for the hero and forbids anyone from drinking it except him. So our heroine and her dog drank it all, so that when he came back, he wouldn't find anything. And Ren the scorpion was really upset and also noticed that the hero's memory started to come back to him, and she started to hate his wife and said to him, she wishes bad things, even though I was always your childhood friend and I care about you. We were the closest friends and together for sure, and she's definitely doing this to keep us apart. She kept begging him to drink from the soup, but when he smells it, he feels that there's a strange smell, so he thinks that she's going to bring his mobile while he drinks it, but she keeps standing like that and sees if he'll drink or not. And the hero became suspicious of her because when we know that Lin and the dog drank from them, they stayed asleep because they were really tired, and that's the reason that makes him suspect her. When he drinks from the soup like this, he wants to sleep, so Ran got closer to him and groaned. But Lin reached it in. At that time, she yells at her, telling her to stay away from her husband, and that if she gets close to him again, she will be destroyed, and she knows that Ling is all hers, and the hero loves us. Unfortunately, if you continue like this, you will regret it, Ran. She leaves and goes to see what is wrong with Ling, but he knows that he is pretending, and that he did not drink the soup, and took her just to analyze it. He wanted to know what was inside her, and what she wanted to do to him. When he analyzes it, he finds out that there are herbs that make those who drink them feel exhausted, and that it might be the reason for his memory loss. When Lin goes out with her friends, she tells them that Ran is attached to her husband, and that she is afraid that they will disappear from her, but they keep praising him. Suddenly, their conversation is interrupted by a person like Ashu's father, who asks Lin to go with him. So she asks from her friends, talk to the hero La Chu. And when she gets there, Chu's son keeps telling her that she has to stay away from his son, and that he married another woman. They know that Lin is not engaged to Chu at all, and that they are just friends, and she loves someone else. Here, a real son comes and enters and yells at his father that he is talking to Lin like this, and his father is still going to hit him, and she takes the hit instead. The hero arrives, and when he knows that his wife was hit, he fights with Ashu's father and cuts off everything with him because he will pay the price for hitting his wife. When he goes home, he takes care of her and tries to help her heal the wound, and she confesses to him her admiration for him and that she loves him. He sells it to him that he shows her the same admiration and that his memories return to him, but he was pretending last time, and they become close to each other again. When he goes to Ling, he meets Ran, and they know that he found out her truth, and you have to admit it yourself. I will give you a chance. When she denies it, he tells her that her chance is lost, and asks her to stay away from him and from his life. The chameleon keeps crying, and when Nan comes to tell her that she lost, he tells her to let me help her. The chameleon refuses and leaves and walks away. Finally, the opportunity comes for our heroine to become famous and walk on the red carpet. She appears on a game show and challenges, and the challenge comes to her to talk to the last person she spoke to. She doesn't want to talk to the hero, but he is the one who rings, and with the ringing, everyone pressures her to answer, and she keeps on answering him and turns on the speaker. He calls her and acts spoiled and says to her, "Momo, I miss you. Where are you? I love you for a long time." She wins the challenge and immediately closes the door in his face because she looks embarrassed in front of everyone, and before he says anything, and exposes her even more than that. But her manager, the chameleon, takes note of the name he said and feels that the person our heroine was talking to is our hero, and that his appearance in there is something between them, and she asks Chu like this, and when he is silent, she is sure it is really true and shows evil. The news is everywhere, and this is what makes the hero spread more, and she gets a lot of offers in addition to the fans supporting their relationship. And we go to Ran, who sees the news is angry and upset, so Nan tries to convince her to accept his help. She says to him, "Get out of my head. It is impossible for me to accept help from someone like you. You want to take advantage of me, and nothing more." And he thinks that they are involved together in the incident that happened to Ling, so she is really scared and asks what he wants from her, and knows that he has a new plan, and that he discovered something dangerous. At the same time, our heroine notices that there is a secret safe in the hero's closet, but when she tries to open it, Ling refuses, of course, and prevents it nervously, and tells her that it contains very important papers and a secret related to his work. So our heroine is surprised, but she keeps not entering. He asks our hero why she was doing that in the closet, so he knows that she is gathering her clothes because she will travel. And this is because I became famous, of course, and you know that, and I have filming outside the country. He tries to convince her to stay, meaning that now that his relationship has opened up, he is asking her to become famous. But of course, she refuses and tells him, "No, my dear, I like to do my own thing," meaning I don't interfere in work. The next day, she travels for filming and meets our friend Chu. He goes to the hotel where they will stay for the entire filming period. As soon as they meet him, the press begins to gather around them and ask about her relationship with our hero. Chu tries to convince him to help her escape from them, so she starts walking quickly and stands alone in a place feeling bored until she finds Nan in front of her. You know, by God, dear viewer, how does he suddenly appear like this? He brings her juice and keeps talking to her, and they see Chu like this, so he goes to Beirut to take her. He asks her who this person is, but she refuses to tell him, so he threatens her that the hero will know, but suddenly she gets tired. It turns out that Nan put something in her juice, so he takes her to the room to rest. We go with them to our hero, who decides to travel. When he arrives at the hotel, Belay sees Nan in his face, and it turns out that they know each other. Nan starts to play with his mind. They know that Choin is alone in a room. The hero gets angry because of his words, but he tries to control his nerves and lets him go. When he arrives at the room, he actually sees them. It turns out that he started to get upset and jealous, but he does not care. When Lin returns from her trip, she feels tired and goes to get checked out to find out that she has nothing wrong and that it is just symptoms of anemia. The heroine is surprised when she tells the doctor that she was treated a while ago and that she had an operation because she had leukemia. The idea was that the doctor was denying it, and she knows that he did not tell her about cancer or anything before. He asks her to bring her tests, and it will be a shock, dear viewer, as she starts to get back home and looks for all the papers that prove her illness. She finds them in the safe and realizes that the doctor is right and that she really didn't have anything and that the hero was just deceiving her all this time. When the hero returns home, she confronts him with what she knew and tells him that she knew that he was laughing at her. He tells her that he did all this because he wanted her and that he loved her, nothing more. She believes him and says that she can't forgive him. She leaves him and walks away upset, but suddenly she faints. When the doctor comes to examine her, they find out that she has anemia and that she needs to rest well and eat well. The hero stays by her side and takes care of her. When the next day comes, our heroine keeps trying to escape from him, and she can't stand him because he deceived her all this time, and that he found them was not a coincidence. When Ling is at work, he remains worried. The heroine goes and learns from the maid that she is on a hunger strike and wants to leave the house, so he sends guards in front of the house so that she can't escape. When he goes to talk to her, she starts yelling at him, saying that she is not a pet for him to lock her up. I can't stand you. I want to leave you. And that he is a selfish person who only thinks of himself. Lin keeps trying to escape in every way until she succeeds and finally manages to lock him up and get out. But while she is going out, she sees the hero's grandfather. When she asks her what happened, she tells her what Ling did and asks for a divorce. When Ling tries to solve the problem and apologizes, he tells her, "Okay, don't leave the house. I am the one who will leave." She refuses and insists on her words. He tries to justify to her the reason for doing all this, and that he saw her when he was 2 years old, and she helped him, and she was the first person to care about his birthday. Since then, I have been watching you because you were kind to me, and since then, I fell in love with you. I started thinking about what to do so you can get close to me. I started to hate Lin so much because he is selfish and made her depressed because of his faking her illness. She leaves him and goes to meet her friend. She tells her that she is moving out of his apartment and will go to another one and stay away from Ling completely. Her friend asks her if she is doing this to please him because of his love for her. She tells her that her feelings are tense and she is not able to forgive him, and at the same time, she loves him. But our heroine goes and takes an apartment and moves in it. The next day, she finds Nasho coming to her. She asks him if he sent you or what. He tells her that her grandfather was the one who sent me. She wants to check on you. She asks him not to tell the hero the location of her new house and tells her that he will keep her secret. They know that she is going to work with the blood of a husband. When she goes to work, she knows that the hero talked about their relationship and that she became famous because of him, so they shake it off. And you know that if he mentions her again, she will leave and divorce him, and that he must stay away from her. We will go together. When Ling goes to Chu and quarrels with him because he has been lying to her for the past period, our hero asks him, "Why are you so upset? Do you also love her or what? This is a good opportunity for you to get close to her and take her from me." Chu hits him because he thought about his friend in this way. Then Chu goes to our heroine and tells her what happened, that he hit him, and she seems worried about him. She asks him not to quarrel with him again. She goes to close the balcony and says that I am the hero under her house, but she does not care about him. When Chu leaves, she sees him, if he is still there, but she finds him gone. When the hero goes home, he remains upset and thinks that he lost the love of his life, and he also lost the trust of his closest friends, and he is upset. The next day, she finds Lin then. Achujal asks her to go out with him, and she agrees. They go out and spend the whole day together. She repents and returns home and finds the hero in front of her, staring at her and knowing that he has finally realized his mistake and that he will no longer be selfish and only think of himself. He asks her to give him one more chance, but she refuses and knows that he has wasted his chance. He lets her know that it has been proven to her that he has really changed and has become a different person. He leaves her and goes. When she goes up to her apartment, she keeps thinking about what he said. She notices that he really seems to regret it and wants to change, but she is still not interested. She starts starts preparing herself to go and work in the new job after she finishes her work. When she goes out, she finds Ling in front of her again. He tells her that he has decided to go with her everywhere and that he will not leave her alone. But our heroine refuses and asks him to. He drops her off and leaves her alone. He doesn't want to bother her more than that. He listens to her and keeps chasing her, but he keeps sending her gifts every day. Suddenly, a company calls her, asking her to come and do an interview to do an advertisement for them. They'll introduce her. In exchange for the advertisement, they'll give her a lot of money. A lot, really. She doesn't go until she does the interview. She meets the person in charge of the advertisement. He asks her to drink juice. After she drinks, she starts to feel dizzy and feels like she's going to faint. Suddenly, Chu arrives and sees her condition. He tries to help her and finds out that all of this is because of Ron and that she agreed with the pig Nan. And Ling makes him fall for her. There's suspense, and they make the hero think that his friend is cheating on him with his girlfriend. The hero is actually able to arrive on time and knows the truth. He takes the heroine with him to the house, and she explodes. Thank God. On that day, he tells her that his life was in danger and that there is a person she was trying to be like her. She was afraid of the hero, and here the hero offers her to stay with him, and he protects her, but she is stubborn and refuses to tell him that she will return to her home again, and her friend and assistant comes to take her, and when she returns home, she is worried about Cho because he has been missing since the accident, and the first time she meets him, they sit and talk with each other, and she is able to get him out of the state he is in, and it becomes clear that he also admires him, but when he returns home, he finds his father in front of him, getting really angry with him, and showing him the video he took with the heroine. He keeps hitting him like this until he faints and goes to the hospital, and there the heroine comes to him and threatens his father, knowing that if he comes near him again, she will report him to the police, but he tells her that he does not care and is about to lay a hand on her. He finds the hero in front of him and threatens that if he comes near her, he will expose himself to danger. Also, our kind hero offers his father to give up his son, and in return, she will give him a lot of money. But the father, the pig, refuses and leaves him and goes to meet Chu. He tells her that the leaked video is about you and that nothing happened. The hero realizes that she believes him and apologizes for what he said. But the next day, when he goes to the office, he finds out that Chu died. This is a shock to him. His best friend has already passed away. Our heroine sees on the news that Chu had an accident. She runs to the hospital to see him. When she arrives, she finds the hero there. He tells her that he has died. She collapses from crying and keeps crying. The hero tries to calm her down. He needs someone to calm him down. He asks her to come back home with him. She agrees repeatedly and gives him a second chance. She actually comes back with him and surrenders to the police so that he can follow up on the case. He asks the policeman to meet. They begin to find out that they found evidence with the body, which is a woman's earring, and they suspect that the one behind the accident is a woman. The hero becomes tense, and when he sees the earring, he gets scared and realizes that the police find Chu, and they suspect our heroine, and she gets scared, but the hero reassures him that she is innocent and that he will help her at any cost. Suddenly, they receive a message from an unknown number asking them to go to the place where the heroine was with Chu the last time. When they get there, they find a picture of Chu and the heroine from Zoe. It seems as if she was trying to get rid of him. The heroine collapses, and Ling realizes that she was trying to stop him from committing suicide. He also realizes that he believes her and takes her home, but as soon as they arrive, they find the police there. The story starts to leak, and they decide to arrest her and investigate her. When the hero asks to go with them, the heroine stops him. They realize that she is not afraid because she did not do anything wrong and that she is sure that her innocence will be proven. She asks him to just listen to them and leave her alone. When she goes and the police start investigating her, they keep asking her about what she did. On that day, they really can't hold anything back from her, and the hero comes and asks the police to talk to her alone, and when he goes to talk to him, they know that a number has been contacting him for a while, and when they searched for this number, they knew that it was Vic and that this person is trying to bring him down and nothing more, and wants to frame me with any accusation and prove anything against him, and he kills the Shorts with his words and decides to investigate the matter. They thank the hero for believing him and takes the hero to walk home, and then he asks her to leave him and say, "You go, and I have something I need to do urgently," but she keeps watching him and goes after him and finds that he went to help her. We go now to our hero, who asks his assistant why she betrayed the heroine and took her picture, but she keeps denying it. He tries to pressure her, and she pretends to be nice until the heroine comes and tries to deceive her again and pretends again. But the heroine tells her that she has revealed her true identity, and the ones who say that if she told the truth, she would forgive her. She knows that Ran is the one who asked her to do this. The heroine is shocked that Kieran reached her to hurt her. When she returns home, the hero tries to comfort her. He knows that he will show her innocence to everyone. He asks her not to be upset or affected. Baker holds a press conference, but suddenly the hero is late and does not arrive. Everyone remains surprised. He blames the hero for this and their family, and she is completely lost. Suddenly, Rainy the chameleon takes advantage of the idea and arrives with the heroine's assistant. He takes advantage of the hero's absence and starts lying to people and their family. The hero says that she is the reason for Show's murder and that her husband is the one who helps her to hide the evidence. That's why they show fake videos to people proving that the one who killed Show is the heroine. Everyone starts to believe. With Rand's coronation, she starts to gloat over her and knows that her end is near and that the hero will not be there as usual to help her. But suddenly, the hero appears. He was with Ichigo originally, and we discover he is alive, thank God. Everyone is happy, and shocked as well. They also learn that Cho was imprisoned, and that he discovered that what was behind him was all Ran, and that she wanted to frame the heroine. Nothing more, because she hates her, and is jealous of her because she got married. I am white. Everyone really shakes Ran and wipes the floor with her dignity, and the police also come and take him. She is so happy because of this. The truth is that she thanks the hero that he helped her, and when she returns, the household knows that the matter is still not over, and that there is another person in it. I am the one who is controlling her, and we must reach him in order to protect you, and find out what is improving. His relationship with his father has improved. At the same time, the heroine's relationship with the hero improves, and her professional life also improves, so they get her an acting role. She will be very happy like that, and on the second day, she will repeat that she is going to buy new clothes, and she notices that someone is watching her, and when she goes after a woman like this, she smiles at her dirt, but she evades her, and the hero feels that she has seen her before. She remembers that she saw her in the hospital with Ling. When she returns home, she searches through the photos until she finds a photo of her and knows that she is the hero's mother. So she asks the hero's assistant to meet Elle's mother. When she meets her, she asks her why she abandoned her son. She tells her that her husband treated her badly and was always cruel to her, and when she loved someone else, she decided to give up everything, but she regretted doing that and kept trying for all the past years to get closer to the hero, but he always pushed me away. Indeed, a period passes, and the relationship between the hero's mother and our heroine develops. She brings her the foods that he loved, and when he starts eating from them, he feels that he ate this food from his mother's hand before, but not. He accepts to comment that the hero takes advantage of the opportunity and that he is not there during the day, so she brings his mother and cooks him the food he loves. But those who do not think that Ling returns early here discover that his mother is the one who cooks for him and that Ling is lying to him. He gets angry with her and expels him, but they know that the heroine is not at fault and that she was the one who was tricking her to bring her, but the hero does not care and stays outside. She listens and leaves and asks the heroine about his behavior. How did he do that without a reason? The heroine also starts to avoid him, and he feels guilty that he got angry with her without any reason. And when he goes to make up with her, she asks him to forgive his mother, but he tells her that he will not be able to forgive her because she abandoned him his whole life. I lived a childhood that was all bad because of her, and I felt that I was an orphan, even though I had a mother and a father. Our heroine begins because she pressured him and forced him to see her, and did not see his feelings, so she apologizes to him. But the hero tells her that she has no right to guilt, and he knows that he will not continue to avoid his mother all his life, and asks her to let his mother come and meet him. Our heroine is very happy that he was able to give her a second chance. The next day, when his mother goes and tries to talk to him, but unfortunately, he ignores her, she feels embarrassed because she is not used to him yet. Our heroine hears a voice outside and asks the hero to come out and see who it is. When he goes out, he finds Nan in front of him and asks him what he is doing here, but he does not answer him. He keeps provoking him with his words. The hero raises his voice at him, and she goes out to see what is happening, but she finds Nan in front of her. She is shocked and thinks that he is the hero's brother, and that he was hiding it from her. When the hero finds out that they know, after he he refuses to fight, he takes her into the house so that there is no dialogue. They all sit and have lunch together. Our heroine starts asking about their relationship and why they were hiding from her that they are siblings. So, our hero is like this. In her speech, he makes it clear to us that he doesn't care about us at all and doesn't want to have a relationship with us. The heroine notices that the atmosphere is starting to get tense, so he takes Ling's mother and leaves them alone, meaning that they can come to an understanding. Then, Nan starts to provoke Ling again, and they know that he and his wife were watching them all this time. He also tells him, "I'll soon find myself helping you, my dear." He refuses to explain the matter to him, intending to provoke him and make him tense and afraid, so he leaves him and walks. Our heroine goes to reach Ling's mother, meaning she finds Nan in front of her, and he tells her to go with her, but the mother refuses to go and tries to evade him, so he keeps pressuring her and takes advantage of Lin's presence and the fact that she won't disgrace herself in front of her. He knows that he will take her to the hotel, so she tries to agree and goes with him normally, and as soon as he arrives at the hotel, he starts to suffocate her. She knows that he is a close relative who will take revenge on her and her son, and they will both always live in hell. At that time, you will not be able to help your son in any way. It is clear that he is a disturbed and abnormal person. Now we go to our heroine when she notices that the hero is upset. She apologizes to him because she suggested the idea of them visiting him, meaning that she did not know that Nan is Bence's brother. He asks her how she knows Nan. She tells him that they met by chance and that he was a very nice person and that she wanted to deal with him. Manon upset her and that he is not easy. He asks her not to talk to him again, so the heroine agrees. When our hero goes to work the next day, unfortunately, he finds out that all the stocks have fallen and that there is a person trying to make him lose a lot of money. Suddenly, he finds his mother on TV, talking and trying to explain to people that her son did not wrong her or anything and that she was the one who abandoned him. So the hero began that she mentioned him, but he is happy that she is trying to help him and save his company from bankruptcy. At the same time, she stopped going out to shop. By chance, she finds Nan in front of her. When he tries to talk to her, she starts to avoid him. He says to her, "Did the hero ask you, or what?" But she denies that Ling even said anything to her. He says to her, "Then come on, let's go together so I can make sure that nothing is wrong." The poor man goes with him to the restaurant. He asks her what she wants to eat. You know that she doesn't want to eat, and that lately, "Look, I told you that she has been on a diet." He says to her, No, make me happy. Are you pregnant or what?" She is shocked by his words. When she goes to take a pregnancy test, she confirms that she is actually pregnant. Her friend Vivi knows, so she takes her to the hospital to make sure. She turns out to be pregnant. Unfortunately, she hides this news from the hero and surprises him. On the hero's birthday, she decides to do him the surprise is that she knows that she is pregnant, and while she is preparing the party, she receives a call from someone who knows that he will not be able to receive the hero from the airport. She goes to meet him repeatedly, but this is written by the hero. He arrives home and interacts with everyone there, but he does not find her. He starts asking about her, and Viv knows that she went to receive him, so he realizes that something is wrong. We learn that Lin was kidnapped, and when she wakes up, she finds her assistant in front of her, bringing her food. She asks about the person who locked her up here, but she evades her and refuses to tell her who this person is. At the same time, this worries Ling about her. He goes out to look for her until he finds her car empty. Then, he goes home and contacts the police to find out who kidnapped Lin, but they say that she has not been absent for 24 hours and that they cannot do anything. We go now to our heroine, who is trying to beg her assistant. Maybe she will feel sorry for her and give her a chance to free her, but she does not. She agrees and says, "Well, give me my earring at least. It's the least I can do." The idea is that there's a tracking device in the earring, and her plan succeeds. The girl gets her earring back, so it's a signal to our hero who knows where she is. But before they can determine it, he sees Nan on the cameras that are happening, and we know that he's behind the kidnapping. He quickly goes down and takes the earring from her. As soon as Lin sees him, she's shocked and knows that he's behind all the problems in her life. When she tries to beg him to leave her, he refuses. He asks for her help, meaning she takes the earring and gets rid of him. He pulls Lin by her hair, knowing that he'll run away with her before they can reach him. At the same time, our hero quickly goes to the place the signal came from, but as soon as he arrives, he finds it in a big mall. He knows that our hero, unfortunately, laughed at him and that they discovered his trick and got rid of the earring quickly. Lin is definitely in danger now and decides to go meet the chameleon. Ran at least knows the artist, but she says that he will not benefit anything. And anyway, her reputation is destroyed during the hero's day, and he cannot bear what is happening to his wife, and he is about to give up, or what? I am eager for him to surrender like this, and Hermes to wake him up says, "Come back to your senses. From them, you are weak. They know that the kidnapped woman is your wife, but the hero tells him that he no longer has anything in his hands, and that he does not know what to do. Cho gets angry at him, and that he will hurt her and her child, and she resists being pregnant. Now we go to our heroine. When she wakes up like this, she finds Nan in front of her, and he keeps threatening her that if she does not listen to him, he will take her, but she tells him that she is not interested and that she is confident that the hero will save her. She starts to provoke him, so he gets angry at her and is about to kill her, but he changes his mind and knows that he will take revenge on the hero in another way, and that is you and your child. And then the hero will live his whole life depressed and will not be able to continue in life. At the same time, the hero enters a state of depression and deals coldly with everyone around him. Vivi gets angry with him and gives him the evidence that proves that his wife was pregnant, so that he starts to take action and shows him the cake of his medical examination. He also gets very upset with himself and knows that his wife is in danger. He gets scared, and we know that he and Chu were acting, and he was trying to show that he and Chu are enemies, so that Nan takes the opportunity and tries to reveal his location, but their plan unfortunately fails, and he does not get close to them at all, and our hero is only patient. He returns to Ran the chameleon again, begging her to help him, and he knows that Lin is pregnant, and that her child is not to blame for what is happening here. R the chameleon remains silent and tells her that she has nothing to do. The hero gets upset and knows that she has lost her chance to forgive her, and from today on, he will never see her face again, and he thinks about her. He goes to his mother and learns that Nan kidnapped Lin and asks her to help him, but suddenly his assistant comes and learns that they know where the heroine is, so he kisses his mother and walks. Nan calls and asks him to leave the heroine alone. She says that if he wants revenge on anyone, he should take revenge on her, but he refuses and tells her that he belongs to her son and his wife. He will break your heart for both of them. His assistant comes and learns that the police knew on the way and that they arrived. Baker Nan quickly and takes the heroine to escape with her. The hero arrives after her, but discovers that the place is empty and learns that he took her and escaped. We return again to our heroine trying to take a non, and they know that she needs to go to the bathroom. Before he goes with her, he threatens her. She thought of running right and left. "I will be able to reach you then. I will kill you." He shows her the gun so that she will be afraid. She actually starts to go with him politely, but when she arrives and finds girls there, so she wants to ask them for help. She knows that she has to call the police. At the same time, our hero arrives with the police after the girl calls him to the place, but unfortunately, they don't find anyone, as if they disappeared. We now know that Nan knew that Lin was playing with him and called the police. He decided to use her trick against her and gave them a fake number to deceive them. He takes her to the deserted house and asks her to behave. He knows that it is impossible for someone to reach her here. Our friend loses hope that the hero can reach her, but she has a recurring thought that she is playing with her help. She keeps reminding her of the days when they were together until she brings her close to her again. They keep talking like this, so Lin starts her work and asks her for water. When she goes to get her, she quickly locks the door behind her. She tries to call the hero, but the pig finds out and breaks the door. He tells her that he warned her more than once. Next time, his patience will run out. And at that time, "I will not listen to you." She and her child are afraid until now and try to listen to him, but she prefers to refuse to eat and drink. That pig leaves and makes her eat against her will, but she insists on her opinion. He reassures himself that he will meet the hero after a week and asks if she wants to tell him anything. When she first hears the hero's name, she gets very happy. Hope returns to her again, and she starts acting politely and listens to him. She starts to take advantage of Nan too. She plays with him and his feelings until he sets an appointment to meet the hero and calls him and asks him to meet immediately. Now we go to our hero. When he knows that Nan wants to meet him, he runs away, and they ask him what he wants from him and where is our heroine. They know that he is ready to forgive him, but he returned her to him without any harm. But Nan mocks his words and denies that he knows where he is. No matter how hard she tries, she will not be able to reach him. He leaves him. After that, he walks. When he arrives and ties up, before they know that they will move to a new house, and before the hero reaches them with the police, Lin tries to play with him as usual and make him change his mind and stay in the house. But he will not be fooled by her words this time. They know that they will travel outside the country this time, and no one will be able to reach them. In the middle of their conversation, Ling suddenly enters. The heroine is shocked, thinking that this is a trap from Nan to hurt him. She asks him to leave, but Ling remains standing and threatens Nan. If he comes near him, he will finish off his wife and the one in her womb. He pulls out a gun and knows that he is doing all this to take revenge on his mother. She always treated me badly, unlike you, of course, who was the spoiled son. That is why I decided that I must break her heart on you, and you are the one who dies. Ling tries to distract him, then attacks him, but Nan takes notice and defends himself. You feel a strong fight between them. The two of them are holding each other and grinding right and left. He punches the second one, and the second one gets up and punches them with the punch. Nan, unfortunately, escapes from him. He manages to take his gun. They know that the game has become boring, and there is no doubt that he will kill the heroine. He takes out the gun to hit the heroine. Here, the hero decides to take the bullet instead and saves her. He drives Nan crazy and gets angry that he is defending the heroine and tries to kill her, but the police arrive at the right time and decides that he leaves the place. The heroine takes the hero to the hospital quickly. She tries to save him, and they perform major operations on him, but he remains in a coma. The doctor knows that his condition could continue for years. The heroine collapses and does not know what she will do without him. I tell you that she is holding on like this for the sake of her child. She tries to take care of the hero and stays with him all the time. Now let's go to Cho when he goes to meet his father. They sell that Link's company is in danger, and this is because the management wants to exploit him. He no longer exists, and he fell into a coma and was fired from the management. The meeting is next week, and Hakar decides who will get the new position. Chu is shocked. At the same time, Masood goes to Glenn, and they learn that they found a body in the same river with the specifications of two bodies, but unfortunately, it is deformed, so they are not sure if it is him or not. He learns that until now, her life is in danger and asks her to take care of herself. She notices that there is something hidden. She asks him what it is. He learns that there is a problem in the company. The person is trying to buy all the small shares. He is trying to take over the company one by one and isolate the hero from the management. She wants him to go bankrupt and stay on the floor. The meeting is next week. The heroine is shocked and continues like this. She does not know how to act, but she repeats that she will not remain silent and will bear the burden of her husband's company at any cost. After that, when she returns home, she finds the hero's mother there. She considers that she has not been to the hospital for a week to check on her son, even if for a while the mother starts to make excuses and tells her that she is busy at the company because they are thinking of getting rid of the hero, so she is trying to gather supporters for him. The heroine is affected and thanks him because she is afraid for his interest. The mother takes advantage of the opportunity and asks her for the list that the hero made, which includes all the investors, so she can talk to them nervously. The heroine feels that this matter is a lie or what, but she does not want to embarrass her and tells her that she does not know where she is, and that's it. When she goes to the hospital the next day, the hero's assistant tells her that they found out that the person who is buying the shares is the hero's mother and that she wants to turn the investors against him so that they can remove him from the management. The heroine is shocked and repeats that she does not remain silent for her. She starts going to the investors and winning them over to her side to ensure their votes. On the day of the meeting, the final decision comes. She goes to the company and advises the duck in front of her that she has learned her true pig nature and all her plans, and that she is not. She gives her a chance to exploit her son's illness, and the voting begins, and the hero becomes like this and remains the manager of the company. His mother collapses like this, so she gives selfishness and only thinks about herself at the expense of her son. You have now destroyed your relationship with everyone and lost your two children because of your selfishness. She tells her that she regrets letting her into her life and trying to get her close to her son again. From this moment on, consider yourself a stranger to him completely. If you think about getting close to me again, know that I will not be silent with you like every time. At that time, you must take your punishment. She leaves her and walks and goes to the hospital, but she finds that the hero's condition condition is still not stable. She tries to think of their memories. She tells him about what happened in the company. She keeps talking to him, but she notices that there is no improvement. She loses hope that he might wake up and sits crying. But suddenly, the hero wakes up. Here, she is shocked and happy that he is finally okay, and she leaves. For the doctor, Fabiche said that a miracle had happened, and there is also a possibility that he will get out soon. Here, the heroine is very happy, and indeed, the hero goes out immediately. He goes to meet her. The first thing he knows is that he knows her truth, but he decides that he will not let her go on the condition that she stays away from him. Then, he leaves her, and when he returns home, his health begins to improve, as does his relationship with the heroine. He learns what she did for him and for the company. While he is tired, he thanks her for always standing by him and standing by his side, helping him in good times and bad. The heroine is happy with his words, and they know that she will always stay by his side. Now we go to Vivi, who is sitting on her phone with her lover. She looks at the phone and reads a message from a girl who sent it to him, telling him that they want to meet soon. Here, she gets upset and goes to our heroine and tells her, "Look, we have to take action. We will go and catch him red-handed while he is sitting with her." But when they go there, they discover that he turned out to be a workaholic, meaning they wronged him, and he was doing this, and then they decided to leave, and they went to a party to barbecue for the movie's release. He's dead, and when she goes in it, she takes pictures and leaves Lynn alone like that. A message comes to her from someone telling her to go meet him. She goes suddenly, and here the person appears and chooses Chu, who notices her disappearance, and keeps asking about her, so her friend is surprised like that because they were together seconds ago. At the same time, the heroine wakes up and knows that Nan is still alive, and that he did not die, or anything. He looks like he does not die, or what? I swear to God, you have tired us out, uncle. With you are the one who disappears every now and then, asking him, what else do you want? And she thinks that he has achieved his goal and taken revenge on Ling, meaning that he was going to kill him. He tells her, rest assured, this time I will not kill you, and I will let you live. Suddenly, their words reach Ling, and he tries to save her, but here Nan threatens that if he comes near her, he will kill her, and because the hero knows that he is crazy and does this, he starts to negotiate with him and asks him, what else do you want? He tells him, there is no, I want to run away from the country. Peace is nothing more, and you have to help me. He says to him, what can I help you with? Secondly, he says to him, help me, so we can take revenge on my mother. And when the hero refuses, he starts to hurt her and hits her. The hero asks him not to hurt her or come near her, and that will work. And at the same time, she tries to talk to him, maybe to distract him until the police arrive, and indeed, the plan succeeds, and they are able to distract him, and the police arrive, and they are able to save them, and finally they take this criminal and his daughter, and they are finally able to live in peace and wait for the little boy, so that he can get out in peace. Like this, there is no villain trying to kill him as well. And from here, our beautiful series ends. I hope that if you have reached the end, you will subscribe to the channel and support us with a like. You can also check out other series that you might enjoy. We have many beautiful ones, and I can recommend the best for you, dear viewer. Thank you and peace.